Good morning, everyone. In yesterday's class, we had studied about agriculture and subsistence agriculture in detail. In today's class, we'll be studying about the commercial farming and its type, that is, extensive farming, mixed farming, dairy farming, and along with it, we will be studying about the plantation agriculture. So, without any delay, let's begin with our class. Commercial agriculture. Commercial agriculture means that farmers do the farming for earning the money. So in this type of farming, the main aim of the farmer is to produce crops for sale in the market. Now in the last class, we had studied about the subsistence agriculture in which nomadic egg farming was there. Then we had intensive farming was there. So in that, what was there? That basic produce was for the family members. But here in the commercial agriculture, it is for the profit purpose for selling in the market. So crop specialization is one of its characteristics. There are two forms of this type: the commercial grain farming in the middle latitudes, where mostly the wheat, rice, sugarcane we can say, and other jowar, bajra, everything is grains are grown. Then the plantation agriculture in tropical regions. Plantation like your tea, coffee, rubber, all these are your plantation agriculture. Then most of the operations in this type of agriculture are done by machines. So as they are the large farmlands, so the work is done by the machines, as usually there is plenty of land but less labor is available. Now the next one is extensive agriculture. Now in this, the size of the farm is large. So the work, most of the work, or either we can say almost all the work is done by the machines. The size of the farm in this system is large. The farming operations are fully mechanized and the number of human laborers is very low. Tractors for plowing, seed drills for sowing, and combined harvesting and threshing are used. Insist. So all these works which were done by the humans are being done by the machines in extensive agriculture. Specialization in one or two crops is important. The major regions under extensive agriculture are prairies of Canada and United States of America, pampas of Argentina, steppes of Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan, and downs of Australia. So the basic feature in extensive agriculture is the size of the farm is big and the work is done by machines. Okay. Now the next one is your mixed farming. In mixed farming, equal importance is laid on crop farming and livestock rearing. See, what is mixed farming? On a one piece of land, on a big piece of land, farming is also done and livestock rearing is also done. Okay, so the farmers produce cereal crops but also fodder and cash crops. The modern machinery, selected seeds and chemical fertilizers are used. Crop rotation is practiced in North America in mixed farming. Crop rotation, that in one season they will grow wheat, then in another season they will grow rice or ragi or whatever. Okay, they rotate the crops. Then it is practiced in North America, Western Europe and Fertile Triangle of Russia. So in mixed farming, not only crops are grown on one land, but along with the crops, livestock rearing is also done. Now we have dairy farming. Dairy farming. So in dairy farming, cattle rearing is basically done for the milk. Okay, for the milk, so that milk products can be made. So cattle rearing, particularly rearing of milch cows to meet the demand of milk and milk products in urban areas is referred to as dairy farming. Now, what are milch cows? Cows which gives milk. Okay, those are milch cows. So it is an advanced type of farming involving use of scientific methods. Three largest areas in the world where dairy farming is practiced in intensive form are North America, Australia, New Zealand. And in India, buffalo is the milch animal. As the people keep, the milkmans generally keep buffalo for her milk. So the milch animal in India is buffalo. Okay. Now the next one is your plantation agriculture. Now the plantation agriculture. Plantations are a type of a commercial farming where only a single crop like tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana or cotton is grown. So basically plantation agriculture is done on a very big land and only one type of crop can be grown at a time. So large amount of labor and capital are required, capital amount of money. The produce is processed in the farm itself or nearby factories. Plantation crop require efficient and scientific methods of cultivation, special types of implements, skilled but cheap labor and worldwide marketing facilities. So the plantation farming requires large capital investment. Why? Because the area is more, the number of labor working is more, marketing facilities should be there. So for that, the transportation should be there. Okay, so the major plantations are found in the tropical regions of the world, rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka. So, this plantation agriculture was introduced basically by the Britishers when they were ruling in India. If you remember, we had studied even the plantation movement, the revolt, okay, in revolt of 1857. So, we had studied about the tea plantation. Okay, now it's time for your homework. So in today's homework, you have to do question number 3 and 5 of exercise B. Question number 3 is, name 3 factors which have boosted agriculture in the 20th century. Answer is 3 factors. Number 1, Green Revolution. Number 2, land reforms. Number 3, manure and fertilizers. Question number 5 is, what type of farming activity is carried on in the USA? Answer is, extensive farming is carried on in USA. Okay. Now the next you have to do is question number 1 of exercise C. What do you understand by commercial farming? Describe its forms. Answer is, in commercial farming, farmer grows the crops with the sole aim of selling the produce in the market. Its forms: number 1, extensive farming. The size of the farm in this system is large. The farming operations are fully mechanized and the number of human laborers is very low. Number 2, mixed farming. Equal emphasis is laid on crop farming and livestock rearing. Number 3, dairy farming. Cattle rearing, particularly rearing of milch cows to meet the demand of milk and milk products in urban areas, is referred to as dairy farming. Okay. Next is distinguish between. Exercise D, distinguish between number 1, subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming, number 1. This type of farming is practiced to meet the needs of the farmer's family. Number 2. The area cultivated in small, labor intensive Number 4, most of the work is done by traditional and low levels of technology equipment and household labor. Number 5, final output is less. Then commercial farming. Number 1, in commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared for sale in market. Number 2, the area cultivated is large. Capital intensive. Number 4, most of the work is done by machines. Number 5, final output is more. Next one you have to do is number 2, extensive farming and intensive farming. Firstly, extensive agriculture. It is practiced in areas with low population density where the labor is scarce. Number 2, the size of land holdings are large. Number 3, due to large land holdings and scarcity of laborers, most of the work is generally done by machines. Then the intensive agriculture. First point, it is practiced in areas with high population density. Number 2, the size of land holdings is small but the cultivation is intense. Number 3, though cultivation is done on the scientific lines, much of the work is labor intensive. So children, please do your work in a very neat writing and complete your work on time. Read the chapter again. If you find any problem, please do ask me. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.